Isn't sensual? 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 Isn't sensual?
Oh, hey, Marty.
Hey, Georgie, I was just looking at the news, and now there's a silly advertisement popping up here. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just looking at the news. I can't believe it. They're saying here that Trump delivers some wildly dishonest speech at CPAC. Have you heard about that at all?
I hadn't heard nothing about it. You know, I don't look at the news. There's nothing good on it.
No, there's nothing good. Nothing.
There's nothing good on it. What am I going to look for?
I don't know. They're saying all kinds of crazy things. He said they made 23 false claims. Trump making 23 false claims.
Now, who is this Trump guy?
Yeah, he used to be president,
No,
Donald Trump.
I thought he was some kind of New York real estate asshole.
Well, he was that for a while.
Last I remember, he was some kind of asshole from New York City.
Yeah, no, he was that for a while. He was our president.
He was a big guy. He was a big guy with the
hot wife.
Whatever. All those guys. All those Wall Street guys. They're all full of shit. Those guys.
Now watch your mouth, Georgie. Watch your mouth.
I ain't gonna watch my mouth. They know what they're doing.
Now look,
they're full of shit.
Okay, now that's enough. We're in good company here. Okay.
All right.
All right. I know once we start talking politics, you know, the tempers flare, and that's okay. But I tell you, I mean, here I see it in the headlines. They say he made 23 false claims. Now,
okay, whatever. What kind of baloney they serving up today?
Let's see here: foreign affairs, crime, elections, and other topics. It says it right there. It's got to be true.
What? I don't believe nothing they're saying. I don't believe what the one guy's saying. I don't believe what the other guy's saying.
Oh no,
it's all a bunch of nonsense.
Now look but this is hitting pretty close to home here. This says the National Guard in Minnesota are talking about rioting amid racial justice protests about George Floyd in Minneapolis. Now, I remember that when that went down.
When the heck that happened? That was a couple of years ago, huh?
I know, but that was so close to home here. I mean, that was so close to home here. That really hit us pretty hard.
I was out in the woods the whole week that was going on.
I know you didn't even believe it once you came back and I was telling you about it. But
how could I believe it? It sounds like a bunch of hoopla.
They're just a bunch of blowhards. They're such blowhards, you know. They're just out there bloviating.
They're blowing all kinds of stuff all over the place. It doesn't make any sense. I got no time for it.
I mean, I don't even know what to make of it. It's CNN telling me that. I mean, at CNN, they're liars, and then they're telling me that Trump's a liar.
They're a bunch of fibbers. They're all a bunch of fibbers. One fibber on top of another fibber.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you can't even...
It's a fibber sandwich. It's just a bunch of fibbers. They're all yanking at you.
They're all just trying to get you to buy something, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. They're all trying to get you to buy something you don't need.
Vote for this guy, buy this crap.
Vote for this guy, buy this crap you don't need.
Yeah.
Vote for some a-hole that you don't need. That's just going to be...
just telling you how to live your life, you know.
You don't even know what's going on over here.
I mean, I tell you what, sometimes I have enough trouble figuring out my own day, and then this asshole you got me fired up here. Some asshole is going to tell me how to live my life, and I don't even know what to do from 1 hour to the next.
I tell Cheryl every time. She's always watching the news. I say, Cheryl, turn off that crap. It's not good for you.
Yeah,
it's no good for you.
Now, here's one from Fox News.
You're getting yourself all worked up. Up for no reason at all.
Yeah, now, you're going to get a kick out of this one. I'm here on Fox News, and the headline says...
Marty, why are you looking at the news? You got better things to do.
I got nothing else to do. I got nothing going on.
You got to find something, though. All right, what's on the news?
Let me tell you this. You're going to get a rise out of this one there, Georgie. Are you ready?
All right, Marty, go ahead.
Okay. This is headline news on Fox. Intoxicated passenger arrested after allegedly urinating on another flyer.
Oh, now that's something.
Now, I figure that he knows what's what.
Now, that's a funny story right there.
That's pretty funny right there.
I wonder if he did it by accident or if he meant maybe the guy looked like a porta-john or something. Maybe the guy was wearing something and the other guy was so drunk he didn't know what he was doing. He thought he was in the bathroom, and he just started peeing on the guy.
He just let it go. But I guess this man, he went to jail for that. I can imagine having to sit there for the rest of the flight in somebody else's urine, and then you're just waiting to get arrested after that.
That's going to be a long flight back. That's going to be a long flight. That's going to be an embarrassing. Oh gosh.
But the good news.
Can you imagine being the judge in that case, being have to listen to that crap?
Well, I was just thinking, the good news is the air is so dry on those flights. You probably dried out pretty fast.
You probably dried out real fast. Those flights, it's a low humidity on there. You know why? They got to keep that humidity low because all that water, that's all weight. That's water weight up in those planes.
Is that so? I didn't know you knew such things there, Georgie.
Well, it's a big plane. You got a big plane. You got a lot of humidity up there. That's all weight. That's all weight up there. Every pound counts on the plane. That's all weight. Every pound
counts. They're just trying to keep the costs down,
They're trying to keep the fuel costs down.
Yeah, I was thinking...
Every pound on that plane is going to be more fuel.
Yeah. No, you're right. And they're
even the fuel is not in gallons up on those planes. It's in pounds.
That's
Everything's in pounds.
It's all in pounds. I mean, they figure every passenger probably has 2 pounds of crap in their butt, and then another half a pound of urine.
But they're not. Well, you're supposed to.
They think that they account for that, right? I mean, there's probably some sort of accounting system, some actuary, or some sort of data collection. I don't know how many pounds of crap is in the average person, and then how does that affect the price of a plane ticket? And you got people on the plane just letting loose there in the cabin, and does that change it?
What they ought to do? What they ought to do is everybody ought to get a good number 2 in before you get on the plane, and you're going to be a little bit lighter. Planes are going to be a lot lighter that way. You get 100 people on the plane, everybody goes. You could have lost 100 pounds right there.
That's right. I mean, I figured maybe before I get on the plane, I say, "Here's my BM. I just dropped this load here. You can take $10 off my ticket.
Take it off the ticket." I used to weigh 220. Now I'm down to 218.
218 at least. I mean, maybe that's a good 3-pounder. Maybe it could take $15 off of that ticket. I mean, that money, it adds up. It adds up. Just imagine if everybody in line waiting to get onto the plane and they got their evidence right there.
Maybe you could even make it like a wrestling match. And if you get down to weight, you'll get a good seat.
And a refund too.
Or something. You're giving the customer an incentive there.
I mean, with the way the economy is going nowadays.
Not that I do a lot of flying, but I tell you, if I had an incentive down to lose a couple pounds down to get down to weight for the flight, I might take that kind of seriously.
I mean, there's lots of ways that we could do it. I mean, the first suggestion is, I think, a pretty legitimate choice. And then, there are all kinds of emetics that you could take to purge yourself, and you just got to show them, like, I paid full price for this, and now I weigh 10 pounds less.
Well, yeah, or I just put on the garbage bag, and I've just been doing laps and sweating it out.
That's right. And that's good for your health too. Can you imagine everyone just waiting there in the gate, and they're running around in plastic bags, just sweating it out.
I mean, sometimes I tell you what, Marty. Sometimes when I'm letting loose out in the woods, I'll drop pounds.
Oh, I know.
I'm just letting loose.
You can easily drop 10 pounds doing that.
Spend a whole weekend letting loose in the week out in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
You lose a lot of water weight. You lose. You're burning calories out there.
Yeah. No. You said it. You said it. Yeah.
So not that I'm going to go on the plane. Not that I got anywhere to go, but if I did, I'd let loose all weekend, and I'd schedule the plane flight on the Monday morning.
That's right.
I'd be a couple pounds less.
And you could proudly ask for your money back.
Or something. I guess so. I don't know if you give your money back, but I guess there's no harm in asking, huh?
No, there's no shame in asking for that. I mean, it's a legitimate motivational tactic, right?
Is that what you call it?
I'd say so. Now here, I'm taking a look over here at Infowars.com. Now, they're always good for a laugh, I tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. Joe Biden visits Selma to fan flames of racism. Still hasn't visited East Palestine. Sunday Night Live. Yeah, I mean that.
I don't even follow what they're talking about. Do you know what the heck they're talking about?
Well, let's see. Palestine. That's over there in the Middle East.
That's out. It's all the way to Mediterranean out there.
And is there some sort of fire that this Joe Biden fella, he's fanning some flames or something? Maybe there's a fire over there in Israel.
Well, it sounds like there's something's on fire for sure.
I mean, I'm really glad that Joe Biden's out there trying to put out those fires. He's just fanning those flames, just trying to put them out.
I don't think he's going to be much of a fireman.
He's a bit frail, but he's doing his best.
He doesn't seem like he could even pick up a fire extinguisher.
Well, it's publicity.
He's an old man.
It's publicity.
He's quite a frail old man too.
I get
last time I checked.
But it's really he's the figurehead for our country.
I don't even think he'd know sometimes what's coming out of his mouth. Not that I hear from Cheryl, and she says he doesn't even know what he's saying.
Yeah, a lot of the times it's just mumbles.
He just mumbles, and he doesn't even know where he is.
And he sort of stammers away like he's just about to fall on his face. And well, he's still the figurehead of our country, and we got to respect the office. I say,
I don't know. I don't know about that, Marty.
I mean, Georgie, he's the president of the United States, for crying out loud. I mean,
well, I don't know. Whatever. I don't put a lot of weight on it.
Yeah.
Opinion, I don't put a lot of weight on it.
Mm-hmm. Now here's one saying that Bill Gates' next big pandemic to
Why are you reading all this news?
I've got nothing to do. I got nothing to do these days.
Whatever happened to all your hobbies? You had all the hobbies.
Yeah, and I kind of put them to the side, and I was doing that sales
you're
work.
Just looking at the news.
Things sort of dried up, and now I'm just sort of putzing around, and I figured, well, maybe I'll catch up on what's going on in the world.
All right, well, what do you find out?
I mean, I guess Bill Gates is in charge of the next pandemic or something. That's what it says on InfoWars. It's got to be true.
Well, you don't have to believe any of it, though. I don't believe none of it.
Yeah, you're probably right. This sounds like.
How do you know what they're gonna? They're just selling us something. What are they selling?
Well, I tell you, there are advertisements over here for Mushroom Max. I don't know what the hell that is. I mean, that sounds like
is that pasta sauce or something?
I think that's some kind of like it might be some sort of pasta condiment. I'd say. I mean, it's $50.
I don't know. I don't mind a good. I don't mind. I'll have mushrooms in some pasta sauce or. I don't know.
That's pretty good.
I could have some sautéed mushrooms on a burger is pretty good.
I'm not going to be paying $59.99 for some crappy mushroom.
Oh, they must be giving you a couple. They must be giving you like.
What the hell is it?
12 pounds of mushrooms there.
I mean,
it must be a lot of mushrooms.
It's got to be.
It's got to be 10, 12 pounds of mushrooms for that much money.
I tell you what, let me click on this advertisement. I hope it doesn't just load my computer with all kinds of spyware. But this is introducing by InfoWars MD. They apparently have a certified doctor with the name InfoWars. So this has got to work.
That sounds like a scam, Marty.
It's a superior absorption power using highly concentrated extracts, a combination of mushrooms. What the hell? I mean, I tell you, I had my little botanical hobby for a while, and I ain't seen nothing like this. This is just a load of crap.
What the hell they're trying to absorb there?
Right?
What are they absorbing? That's what my question is.
I think they're absorbing the money right out of your wallet. What the hell is a nootropic?
I don't know. I don't even know what the heck they're talking about.
Enhanced cognitive function and stress relief. Well, maybe they ought to give some of this to President Biden before he goes on stage and makes a complete fool of himself when he opens his mouth.
I don't know what the heck they're doing, keeping his ticker going, but I don't know. I don't know how they're doing it.
I mean, if you ask me, I'd say it'd be a low dose of methamphetamine and maybe some mixed with some kind of sedative. I mean, with they got to give an upper to get him up there to even say anything, then they got to give him a downer so he doesn't say the wrong thing, and it just comes out as all mumbles and jumbles. You know what I mean?
I had this idea that he was nothing but a robot.
I mean, that's possible.
Like a Chuck E. Cheese style robot.
Like one of them animatronics.
Yeah, he was just a robot. That's what I thought, because he kind of looked like. Well, I don't know. I'm sure they got those things. They got those things looking looking like real life. I'm sure.
I mean, anything's possible these days, Georgie. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Well, I mean, that was pretty exciting. I feel like I've got caught up in what's going on in the world. I mean, we've got president is starting fires in Palestine, and we got mushrooms for sale.
I don't like talking about the news, Marty.
Well, I got nothing going, you see. It's just been just.
Why do you say you got nothing going? You got a lot going.
Well, I told you the sales just dried up. I just kind of said...
it's time to retire. You're too old to be working anyway.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I ought to
get back. You gotta just retire.
I had this crazy idea just now. Maybe I ought to get back into the botanicals and maybe call up InfoWars and say, yeah, I can make some concoctions for you. Just give me a percentage. Not? I mean, they're just selling garbage up there and charging an arm and a leg. Might as well get in on that.
Why not? You got to get in. You got to get a man your age. You got to get into things you're interested in.
That's right.
You can't just be doing any old job. You got to find, do what you're interested in.
That's right.
You got to do what you love.
No, I appreciate that, Georgie. I appreciate that. And but this coming out to be a pretty good crop this year. The poppies have really sprung up.
The poppies you're getting this year are real nice.
Mm-hmm. And I've got the horsetails going. I can get some precursor out of that. And what else do we got here? The coca leaves are really looking fine this year. I mean,
they're looking real nice. I don't know what you're doing with them, but they're a rich green color.
Yeah, I even started a new plant that's called datura. Do you know what datura has in it? Have you ever heard of that? It's beautiful.
Let me guess. It's I don't know.
It's got scopolamine.
Let me guess.
Okay, I just said it, but you can guess.
I didn't hear what you said because I was talking.
Okay.
Let me guess here. No, I'm going to come up with something here.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
It's something you do. You make paint out of it.
No.
Okay. Let me guess again.
Okay.
It's something that you can use. It's a lubricant. It's a lubricant you can use as a lubricant.
No, not really. It's actually not a very good lubricant. But if you want to take one more shot, and then I could tell you, I'm pretty excited about it.
Okay. I don't know. Let's see.
If you give up, let me know.
Fertilizer.
Well, after the plant sort of dies back, you can cut some of those leaves off and use it as fertilizer. But you got to be careful with what you use to fertilize because let me just tell you, since you missed 3 times.
What's going on with it?
It's got scopolamine in it, in the seeds and in other parts.
The hell is that?
Scopolamine. Come on, we talked about scopolamine. Basically, you could turn somebody into it. Okay, just listen up. It's an alkaloid, and you can turn people into zombies, living zombies.
Now, what the heck will you do that for?
Oh, there's various uses for it, but maybe Alex Jones might want to sell some of it on his website.
Maybe that's what they're feeding to the president.
I mean, he sort of looks like The Walking Dead.
That's what the results are getting.
I tell you, you're pretty sharp there, Georgie. I mean, that could be it. Maybe he passed like a long time ago. Maybe
I think he's been gone a long time.
Yeah,
and they're just keeping him zombified.
Yep. Now the interesting thing is you can get someone to do almost anything with this drug. I mean, this pharmaceutical.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, how about that?
But the part I like the best about it, it's got really big, beautiful flowers.
Those are nice flowers, and I was wondering what those flowers was.
Yeah, no, it's called datura. It's a really beautiful plant, and it's got its uses. Anyway,
listen, Marty, you got all these good hobbies. You got a lot of work. Your stuff you're working on there, Marty.
Yeah. I'm probably for the best that the sales
you're keeping yourself real
out.
busy.
Yeah.
You're keeping the thing is, you just got to ease into retirement there, Marty.
Yeah, you're right.
You just got to ease into it. Not all at once, just ease into it.
Right. And I figured I regret looking at the news. There's nothing going on out there.
There's nothing ever going on. That's why I never look at it. Cheryl can't stop watching it. She's always looking at it. I'm saying, Cheryl, why are you looking at that crap for? Just read a book.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a bunch of sickos doing sick things.
Everybody's just trying to sell you. They're all just trying to sell you something.
They're just trying to sell you something. Yeah. Now, I figured maybe I'll put the news away for now. I got other things going. I'm pretty excited about this horticulture and the botanicals and all of that.
Oh, you got that old garden going out there. You got a lot of stuff out there growing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many things you got? Like, I don't know how much. It's a big garden.
It's a pretty big garden. I've got some exotics in there too.
Yeah, you got a lot of.
I got this. Hang on. There's one thing I wanted to tell you. This got me really excited. There's a tree that I've been growing, and it's finally bearing some fruit, and we can take the fruit And next time we go fishing, we just put it in the water and all the fish float to the top. It's called strychnine.
Oh.
That's
that
right.
doesn't sound like it's going to be good to go. You don't want to get that on your skin then, do you?
Not really. It's really more of a sport fishing sort of chemical, right? You don't want to go eating those fish afterward.
Yeah, because are we going to be able to eat the fish?
No, I wouldn't eat those fish after we did that, but we sure would catch a whole mess of them fish.
What the heck are we gonna do with them? Make them into fertilizer?
Well, if that's a pretty good fertilizer, the Native Americans use that to fertilize their corn.
Well, now if you get the strychnine into fish, and then you throw that fish in the ground, is that still going to be in the ground?
That's a really good question. I'd have to see how it breaks down, and I could take it to my laboratory and do some tests, and I could get you a straight answer. Why don't we just
go fishing like a regular fishing trip?
Well, if you ever wanted to, do some sort of mass poisoning of the fish or anything else, then we could do that with the strychnine.
I don't know if I'm going to be I like to catch the fish. I like to eat the fish after I catch it. So I don't know. Or just going to throw it back. I don't want to just kill a bunch of fish.
I mean, it didn't seem to bother you when we ate that trout the other week.
No.
You look fine, strong as an ox.
No. What do you mean?
I'm just saying it didn't seem to bother you when you ate that trout we caught the other week. And like I said, you're strong as an ox. Look at you.
I do feel good.
Yep. So maybe it's okay.
What was different about the fish?
Oh, nothing.
Marty, you playing a joke on me again?
No joking here. No joking here. Hey, how about the news?
You got something up your sleeve. You got something up your sleeve, Marty. You always got something up your sleeve.
No. Anyway, how about the news? How about that man he got peed on in the middle of his flight?
Whatever.
Just taking a nap. Just waking up and there's sprinkles.
It's a shame that
fire
happened.
Suppression.
I don't know how you do. If you're on a flight and you fell asleep on the flight, how the heck you know what happened? How do you know it wasn't even you? You didn't pee on yourself.
I mean, if the guy doing the peeing was fast enough, he probably could have said, "Hey, you just peed on yourself, mister."
If the guy was already asleep, how the heck?
The old switcheroo.
I don't listen to nothing on that news.
Yeah, no, it's just a bunch of phony baloney stories. They're just trying to get you to buy mushroom, whatever.
$50 a mushroom. All right, you can't
even make a soup out of it.
You can't even make a soup out of it. But you know what? They got good mushrooms. They got good mushrooms at the grocery store. You just go get them at the grocery store. You don't need to get some kind of special mushrooms on. The online mushrooms are. Just go get them at the grocery store.
Oh, no. Gee, Georgie, I like to get mine over at Patty's Fruit Stand. I mean, she's got some amazing organic vegetables.
Get them at Patty's.
Get them at Patty's.
They're too expensive. I just get the regular ones at the grocery store. I don't need to get the organic stuff.
Yeah, that's just a waste of money. It's just marketing. It's just marketing. Yes, the same companies.
They're just trying to make you feel bad for wanting to get regular old groceries.
I know it. And, I found out recently it's a lot of the same companies. They're selling the regular stuff and the organic stuff, and it's just the same crap.
The same crap.
What the hell's the difference between an organic banana and a regular banana? It tastes like a banana. You're paying twice the price for the damn organic banana.
It's just the same. It's just the same banana. They're just selling it for more.
It's just the same goddamn banana.
How you gonna even check, huh? You're gonna bring the banana down to a lab and tell them, hey, God, what is this?
What the hell am I holding in my hand here?
They're gonna say, buddy, you got a banana.
Yeah, see, I got this organic banana, I got a regular banana, and I got something that looks like a banana here in my hand. What is it?
Which one's which? You take the sticker off. You're not gonna be able to tell.
Yeah.
Nobody can tell.
Nobody can tell. I mean, tell me the difference. You have one bite of that and one bite of this, and what, you're going to blow some smoke up my butt and say that's worth twice the price, and it's just a freaking banana?
That's why I don't like watching the news, because they got all those adverts on, and they're all trying to sell you some crap. It's all the same crap. I just get the regular stuff. Just give me the regular banana.
Just give me the regular banana, the regular potato.
I just need the regular stuff.
Yeah, go to Patty's. She's got all the good stuff. She grows it herself. I've been even giving her my own fertilizer for 5 years. I mean, some of this stuff I got to get rid of, and I say, here you go, Patty. I love your produce so much. Here's some free fertilizer.
I tell Cheryl always wants to go down there, and I say, Cheryl, let's just go to the grocery store.
No, you ought to go visit Patty.
She always wants to go down to Patty's. I say, listen, Cheryl, let's just go to the grocery. I don't know. I don't need to see all that homegrown crap or what.
There's nothing
just
wrong
give me the
with
regular
it, Georgie.
stuff.
There's nothing wrong with that. We're just supporting local businesses. She's working hard. She's got a family to feed, and
it's all a bunch of pretense.
Pretense, Georgie, you're such a stodgy old fart sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, how do you even live with yourself sometimes? All you do is poo-poo everything I say.
It's not true.
I mean, then sometimes you build me up. You're like, you ought to do your hobbies and retire, and then you're telling me that I can't go to Patty's.
Retire already.
Well, I'm gonna retire. I lost my job.
Well, that's a good time to retire then.
Yeah.
You don't. Why? Just retire.
Yeah,
you don't gotta work no more.
Yeah.
Man your age doesn't need to work.
Yeah.
That's what I said. That's what I said 5 years ago.
No, look at you.
Look at me now. I couldn't be happier.
You couldn't be happier, just complaining about everything. I mean, that's all you do. That's all you do. That's all you do. Every time we chat is just complain about this. You don't want to get your bananas from Patty. You don't want to go anywhere but the grocery store. You don't want to look at the news.
I don't mind going to the grocery store. Listen, if Cheryl wants to go, I'll go, but I'll keep my mouth shut.
I tell you what.
But I'll tell you what.
Okay.
I'd rather just go down to the grocery store because you could just get whatever you want.
Yeah, do whatever suits you, and then I'm gonna go get some apples from Patty. I'm gonna make you a nice apple pie.
Okay,
I'm gonna make you a real nice apple pie, and you tell me if you like the apples, and maybe you'll think about visiting Patty, and we can end it. We can end we can end this discussion once and for all, and I'll just say, see, Patty's got good apples.
But listen, if you want to make a pie, you do it. Mm-hmm. You go right ahead. I like pie.
Yep, so I got another one of those trout that we caught, and I'll give you that, and I'll serve it up with some apple pie afterwards. It'll be delicious. If you want to
make a meal and serve some trout and some apple pie, you got a deal, buddy.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And we can work on the scopolamine. I can give you a lesson in the scopolamine.
I don't know about doing any scopolamine, but I'd rather not. That doesn't sound like something I'd want to. Maybe we need a volunteer or something.
Sure, we can get one of those real easy.
That's what I'm saying.
Easy. Yep.
You don't need to make me the guinea pig. We can get ourselves a guinea pig, no problem.
Mm-hmm. I think maybe we'll have Patty come by. She can taste.
Yeah.
We'll have Patty come by.
Guinea pig.
Yep.
Yeah. Tell her you're going to make a pie. You're going to make some trout, and we'll have Cheryl come down.
Yep. It'll be a real hoot and holler. It'll be a real darn hoot and holler. I tell you, it only takes 20, 30 minutes for that scopolamine to kick in, and maybe we can reenact what happened on the plane.
I'm sure Cheryl's not going to stay that long. Once she wants to eat, she just wants to go home.
Sure.
So she can go home, or maybe we'll both go home, and then you can do whatever you want with the scopolamine.
Yep, I can do anything I want. And it's amazing. It's almost like the person's will is gone. Just anything I want.
That's something there.
Anything.
I don't know. I guess anything's anything then, huh?
Yep. That's right. Yeah, okay, well, I better get started on the pie.
Real good.
What? Okay, real good. Okay, I'll get started on the pie. I'll let you know when it's done. We'll get that trout fried up.
Real good, Marty.
All right, real good then. Mate, we got to talk about what happened. Mate, oh my God, mate. Oh my God.
Mate, listen.
Oh. What's it called?
Listen.
PTSD.
Listen,
PTSD, mate.
PTSD.
What is it? Post-traumatic stress.
I'm facing the window. If you see the waitress, just wave it down because I want to get another cup of coffee. All right?
Oh, I just can't have any more caffeine, mate. It's like
PTSD.
That's what it's called, right? Post-traumatic stress disorder.
If you see the waitress, I'm facing the window here, mate. So listen, if you see the waitress, just wave over. All right?
Right. Oh yeah, right. Maybe I need like a whiskey or.
Listen, mate. It's early, mate. Listen, have a decaf, mate. If you don't want any caffeine, just have a decaf.
I just want to settle my nerves a little bit. I mean, it's like I want to talk about it, and it's like I don't want to talk about it.
Just settle in, all right? Listen, we're going to talk about it, all right?
All right.
Listen, mate. It was a good gig, mate.
I really tried, mate.
It was a good gig. We got our first gig. No, we didn't play it, but it was a good gig, mate.
We got the gig at least, right? We got
the bloody gig, right?
We got the gig, right? Is that a motorcycle over there, mate? Is that a motorcycle? I can't even stand to see like a motorcycle after that.
It is a motorcycle.
Is he looking at me?
Just he's not looking at you because I don't think he
I can feel him looking at me.
He can't even see you because it's daylight out there, and he can't see through the glass, mate. He's not going to see your face, all right?
Right.
And he doesn't even know who you are, right?
You think he was at the concert the other day, mate?
He probably was, right?
Did anybody see us?
I think a few people may have saw us.
I mean, if I'm honest about it, mate, Father Bingam deserves like some sort of medal.
Well, we got to do something nice for Father Bingam.
He deserves some sort of like recognition or like a medal, like a knighthood. Right, he needs to be Sir Bingham.
Right, listen, we got to do something nice for Scott too.
Scott and his sister.
Listen, we got to do something. Maybe we should have them in the band.
I mean, they really rallied, mate. They really rallied.
They really rallied. Listen, they've got an act, but listen.
They're playing at the church on Sunday, right?
I think they do play at the church. So
you think we ought to go and at least help them set up?
We'll just listen. We'll
put a couple quid in the collections.
We'll get there a little early. You can't get totally wasted on Saturday. Now, you're gonna smell like vomit and liquor. Right. You have to be respectful.
All right, we got to be sober on Saturday. Saturday.
No, you don't have to be sober on Saturday. You can get drunk like you usually do, but you have to be sober on Sunday morning. So you got to start
early on Saturday.
Early. You can't go all night, and then you've got to get up and put yourself together.
I just want to
clothes on.
Right.
That you look like you're presentable.
Right, mate.
Just try not to make a mess, all right?
I just want to say, seeing Father Bingham and Scott and his bloody fat sister on stage quelling the absolute riot. I mean, I can't believe how they handled it, mate. It was like they've done it 1,000 times.
Well, mate, listen, that's what we aspire to do, which is to rock.
They were only rocking, mate. It's like they just played a couple of folk tunes, and Father Bingham gave a talk about drugs. Like, you shouldn't use drugs.
Right, and everybody there was real somber.
Yeah,
sober. Everybody stopped and
they reconsidered their lives, mate.
Everybody. Well, that's why he's a father.
I mean, it was actually kind of like heartwarming, right?
He's channeling right there. He's channeling
Jesus,
channeling something. I don't know, Jesus
mate.
Or something. Anyway, listen, we got to go down to church on Sunday, mate.
Right, we got to put a couple of quid in the collections.
We got to pay our dues. We got to pay our dues.
I mean, you think this is like a sign from above, right? Like, at least it's a sign like, don't book a bloody gig unless you know what you're going to bloody do, right?
Right.
I mean, there's a sign of don't be so full of yourselves that you think you can just go up and play the biggest auditorium.
Right, you were the one who booked the gig, mate. Right, that was all your initiative. Right, it was a good initiative.
Right.
It was just the wrong idea.
I mean, it was the right idea, but the wrong execution, right? Yeah.
Right, something went wrong. It was the right idea, but something went wrong trying to do the right idea.
I mean, I almost want to give Father Bingham, say, mate, you got such charisma and you just captivated the entire gang of methed out bikers. He ought to be in our band, right? Like maybe he ought to be the front man.
Well, I don't know if he wants to do it. I mean, mate, he would be great. If he, I don't know. Is he going to want to do the goth metal stuff though?
I mean, it's got a certain appeal to it, right?
I think he's just going to want to do like the contemporary, like rock Christian folk. And mate, listen, I can't stand that crap. It doesn't.
I
mean,
hate it, mate. It's like it's just like eating a piece of white bread over and over again on every meal without even any butter or jam.
No, what did you say, mate?
I'm saying that contemporary Christian stuff is just like eating
white. You want to order some food? Is there a waitress? Did you see a waitress yet? I saw her walk by. Did you?
Waitress? Yeah, over here.
Don't yell.
All right.
Oh, mate. Listen. All right, listen. Just a coffee, mate. Right. Miss.
Decaffeinated, please.
Just settle in, mate. Listen, we're talking about it. It's going to be all right. Listen.
I think no
one saw us, all right?
Are you sure about that, mate? I mean, it's like there were thousands of bloody people there. I mean, somebody must have spotted us. I mean, I'm feeling like I can't sleep at night. Every time I hear like a motorcycle, I start to sweat.
Are you trying to write a tune?
I mean,
it sounded like you were writing a tune right there. I couldn't sleep at night, and then something about a motorcycle.
Right, we gotta turn these lemons into lemonade, right?
That's what I'm saying, mate. Like you just got a great idea for a tune.
Right, I can't sleep
right there
at night. Every time I see or hear a motorcycle,
right,
I get the sweats, the cold sweats.
Sweats, mate.
You give me the sweats, baby.
Or whatever.
The sweats.
It's a start. It's a start.
It's a start, yeah.
It's a tune right there. It's a tune. That's some lyrics right there. Write that down.
Mate, write that down. I mean, it's bloody. It's like kind of like sexy, right?
It is sexy.
It's like the sweats. You give me the sweats, right? I got to change my shirt.
If that's what you're into, it's all right. I suppose if that's what you're into.
Did I bring my antiperspirant, mate? Did you bring an extra antiperspirant?
No,
I got the sweats.
I did. Are you still writing a song?
I'm trying to, mate, but it's like my hand is all like clammy. It's like slippery.
Why is your bloody hand all clammy?
My hand.
You got something wrong with your hand, mate?
No, mate. It's just like this PTSD I'm telling you about. It's like I can't even hold a pencil, mate.
Well, just make a voice memo then or something on your phone.
All right. Hey Siri, take a voice memo. Sweats. All right. Bloody Siri, she's not even listening to me. So you gotta like call her like 10 times. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. I don't think she recognises the accent when we're doing this skit,
this place has got bloody good coffee.
I mean, I feel like the caffeine is just going to contribute in a detrimental way to my anxiety right now.
You know,
we just
got to get through the next couple of days.
Right. Let's get to Sunday. Maybe we'll talk to Father Bingam.
Father Bingam.
Just sit down with him and be like, "Look, Father, like you really did us a solid."
Listen, Bingham. Listen, mate. I know you got this church gig you're doing, right? And you're the father and everything. But we've got a gig that you might be interested in.
I think he's going to be open to it, mate. I mean, he got a taste.
We want you to be in our band.
He got a taste of what it's like to be a rocker.
Right. He got a taste.
He got a bloody taste of the real deal, mate. I mean,
I saw him light up. You know, it was a good audience for him. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mate,
it was a different crowd. It wasn't the church crowd. You know, it was like he's like, mate, I'm up for the challenge, mate.
I mean, he just walked out like a boss, mate, and just did it.
Right.
Honestly, I'm not sure if I was imagining or hallucinating, but like when we was flying out the back door, and I took one glance back at Father, I swear to God, mate, he was doing like devil horns with his fingers, right? And like getting the crowd like pumped up. Right, he like stuck his hand up in the air, mate, and he's like he's got his fingers up like devil.
I saw that like out of the corner of my eye, I swear to God, I thought I saw him rip off his shirt.
You saw that too, mate. See, that I was convinced I was imagining.
I was like, what? What am I seeing?
He's in good shape. He's in good shape. He's like 55.
Is he gonna rock? Is he really gonna rock that hard? Just with acoustic guitar and drums?
I mean,
but he did it, right?
He did it. I mean, it's like I heard the crowd cheering.
I mean, imagine what he'd do. Bingham. Well, imagine what he'd do if he had a real band behind him, right?
Maybe that's the offer. Right? We're
Listen,
the band.
We're going to put a real band behind you, and we're going to take this on the road.
That's it.
Right.
Right. And it's like, you got that taste, Father. Right? You got a taste of it, right?
We know you're going to come back for more. Right. So, like, might as well just do it with us, right?
Yeah. Yeah, mate. This is a good proposition. I mean, I saw some girl in the front row. She like bore her chest, right? She just took her shirt down.
Oh, you're making that up.
No, mate. And like Father looked down and he did like the tongue flapping, like that, and she just like almost fainted, mate.
Hey, that sounds nauseating.
And then like
that sound you made, oh, don't do that.
I mean, how else am I going to show you what he did, mate? And then he put his hand up in the air again.
Say, you can just say, you don't have to make that sound.
All right, mate, all right. Just the tongue flapping, you know what I mean? Like, if you're like hyperactively licking a popsicle, right? Like,
whatever. Listen, it's all that's been done, mate. The band Kiss, right?
I know,
Kiss.
mate. I'm not saying we all be Kiss. I'm just saying Father's a natural, mate. He's like,
I'm saying he's a natural. And he's a talent, right?
He's going to be the next big thing.
He's gonna. We definitely need him in the band, but like he needs to get a real band behind him, mate. He just can't be playing with, with Scott, right? It's like he needs. I mean, Scott's a decent drummer, but
he's a decent drummer.
You got to get some electric guitar. Got to get like a big, proper electric bass or something.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Right. I mean, we got that, right? We got
get some good, some good riffs. Like really riffs, heavy riffs.
Heavy riffs. Heavy riffs, mate. Heavy. Right. What we're going to call the band, like the Fathers. The Binghams.
Is that been taken?
I don't know, mate. I mean, we can look it up on Google.
I mean, we can just butter him up and just say, "Listen, Father Bingham, we want to call the band Father Bingham."
Father Bingham.
You want to be in? Are you in?
I mean, you were born for it, Father. You were born for this. We're calling our band Father Bingham.
We want you in the band, mate. Are you in?
You're born for it, mate. I mean, look at what you did at the bloody show, mate. It was a transformative.
Well, see now the show is even though you got a little shell shock, mate, and you're gonna have to work it out on your own time. Listen, we got a fucking great band, mate.
Right, we got Scott on drums.
Scott, and we got Father Bingham.
Father, and then you and me.
Well, if we can get if we get Scott's sister in. She maybe could play bass or something.
I mean, I think she knows how to play bass, but she's really more like just folk guitar.
Well,
I mean, she's got a decent voice for like a church lady voice, like kind of like a wobbling, like oh. I mean, she's pretty good at like the chorale.
That's pretty good, mate. Are you trying to write another song?
No, mate, I'm just trying to show you what his...
Oh, it sounded like you were making a song there.
I'm just demonstrating, mate. That's not my real singing voice,
Oh,
mate.
you're just doing a demo?
I'm just showing you how Scotty's bloody fat sister sounds in church when I've seen it.
I thought you were making a demo or something.
It's intolerable.
It sounded good. It sounded good, mate.
It's basically intolerable. I mean...
Do you remember what you did? Because maybe we can just... If you remember that, write that down. It sounds like a tune, mate.
Christ our Lord is risen today. That's it. I mean, that's his sister, and like the folds on her neck are like jiggling around.
That's bloody good, mate. Listen, what we you gotta record that, mate.
You like it?
That was right. It had a beat. It had something, mate. It had something.
You want me to give another go?
Give it another go.
All right. I'm feeling a little self-conscious now, but all right.
But don't feel self-conscious, mate. Listen, there's no one. It's just you and me here sitting at the bloody diner. There's no.
You see the waitress?
There's
Is
no
she
bed.
walking around?
She's busy, mate. She doesn't give a shit what you say.
Here we go. Christ our Lord is risen today. Hallelujah. What do you think?
Mate, listen, I didn't know you could sing like that, mate.
I mean, I'm
listen,
just
you could get a
imitating.
gig. Maybe we should do a gig at the church, mate. Maybe that could be a good first gig. Something that rocks now. So we got to put do that's the lead vocal, right? And then we got to put a rockin', something that rocks.
It's really like that Christian crap, mate. And I don't have the folds
just
on
change
my
the words.
neck.
Just change the words. Just change the words. Make it all
I don't
about
have the
sex
look,
or
mate.
something.
Like, have you ever seen like a field of grass with the wind blowing? Hold on, mate.
It's a good melody. Listen, it's a good
hold
melody.
on, mate.
Just change the words.
Hold on, mate. Have you ever seen a field of grass with the wind blowing the grass in waves? Right. That's what Scotty's sister's neck rows look like when she's singing.
The way you're putting it, it sounds beautiful.
Right. I mean, I'm just saying.
Like a field of wheat. It sounds like a field of wheat.
Right. It's just what it looks like. It's just like the wind blowing over a field of wheat, and it's like ripples, just the ripples there, and she's like,
all right,
Christ our Lord is risen today.
All right, listen. All right. It's enough. Listen.
Right. I'm just demonstrating, mate. I don't have the look.
It's a good demo, mate. It's a good demo. Listen, we got to change the words. We got to change the look, but we can totally just rip it off.
No, I mean it's got to be public domain by now. I mean it's got an no chorale tune.
We just got to put that down. We just got to put a heavy riff underneath that and a good beat.
A good beat,
a good
riff.
Beat, and a heavy riff.
We got Father up in front,
and we got Father Bingam out in front, and it's solid gold, mate.
Solid gold, right? And we can go back to that gig,
gold.
right? We bring that, we just work it up.
Well, I don't know. I think we got to do. Why don't we work out? Listen, we learned a lesson, mate. Listen, we're not going to do a big gig first. We've got to do a little gig first, down at the pub, down at the church, but.
I mean, I saw an advertisement at a kindergarten. Maybe we ought to try that, just to get our feet wet.
Well, I mean, we might as well just give it a shot.
Maybe
a
day camp.
There's no harm in giving it a shot.
Right. I mean, they're not going to bloody kill us if they don't like it.
Right. Maybe they just fall asleep.
They fall asleep or they start crying. Yeah. I mean, that's the worst that can happen, right?
Well, it might be a tough audience, but that's how you got to pay your dues.
That's paying your dues.
That's where you start.
That's what the bloody Beatles did. They played at every daycare and kindergarten in Liverpool, right? Every single one.
Everyone, right? And then they played it again.
And they did it again and again.
And they did it again, and they just kick it better and better and better.
That's right. And then they moved up to first grade, and then second, and the next thing
they're all the grades.
That's right. And then they went right over to the States.
Right, and then they worked their way up, right? It wasn't just oop pop, they didn't just they had to pay their dues, mate.
Right. So lesson learned, right? Don't book another gig at an amphetamine fueled riot.
Right.
Okay. We got some Christian tunes. We got Father.
We got Scott, and maybe his sister.
Maybe his sister. And
so listen, sounds like we got a plan, mate.
Right, I think we got it sorted out.
We got it well sorted.
I'm feeling a bit better. I mean, I feel like my nerves are just calming down a bit. All right. It's been a really tough couple of days, mate. Really tough.
You hear that? It sounds like a couple of motorcycles are coming down.
Oh.
I'm just joking with you, mate. I'm just joking with you,
Having a go at me, mate. Having a go. I mean, it's not funny. It's really all right, mate. Cut it out. We got to run, mate.
All right, mate. I'm just joking.
All right. Cut it out. All right. If you want me to be a part of this, we got to take it seriously, right? All right. Here comes the coffee, and Maybe like some bangers and mash to get the day started.
It sounds real good.
And we'll hit
real
the church on Sunday. No partying
Church
Saturday
on Sunday.
night.
We've got to get to bed earlier on Saturday. Can't drink all night on Saturday night.
Sort it out. We got it sorted.
We got to get in bed early and get us in. We'll go talk to Father Bingham on Sunday.
All right, sounds like a plan, mate.
Right,
Let's
mate.
do it.
Let's do it.